He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and he look.
2 words here. Difference maker. That's what that pick right there is.
But he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I purchased the base. 149er has already been taken.
Might we see his teammate here join him? Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump.
I can't stop listening to this voice in my head. Got me tearing through the covers on.
So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, and that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely.
That's all I remember, and then everything's black. You know, sounds so familiar, someplace hot in my soul. Hello, transmission, now you're in control.
Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft.
Everybody's bathing in holy water, ain't enough gone around. Raise their cups, wear their crowns.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help up front?
Taste that blood in my mouth, my eyes blue shining.
And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense?
You're sitting on a ghost thing now, just feel the jungle you sound.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. One Steeler's been selected already, and it probably wouldn't be a surprise to see a second go here.
Having a bad dream. I look down. Everybody's bathing in holy water. Ain't enough gone around.
One Seahawk's been taken already. Could there be a second to go here?
You're sitting on a ghost saying out to feel the jungle you sound.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, home team made it. 2 threes on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the crew. Kiss it, sweat, leave, Mr. Couldn't took it quick.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Cuts it out here, left sideline. A solid stiff arm. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Packers. Adrian Peterson, 81 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. He's at the 30, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marcus Wheaton, 75 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
All right, here we go.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On second down, Peterson, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Cousins now. The Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's got it to Hearns. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The time.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Packers. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So the Patriots coming out now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck dancing to his left. It's caught outright by Graham. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Give him 16 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. The connection made. It's Graham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd and 10, Luck completes it over the middle to Floyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Again, Luck. And he locates Wheaton complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even adding a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Andrew Luck with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit.
And he coughed it up. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's Luck. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And left side here, it's Graham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Luck. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Luck on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And Graham's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch. Yeah,
they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Luck. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Again, Luck. He's got Floyd out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. The final shot before the break. Luck. Jerry Rice open right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Dante Hightower not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They come out here in the eye. Now Luck sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
And after the penalty, the offense backed up here on 3rd down. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he's got some space here. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Here's Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lopped it over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Luck. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's brought down after a good game. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Throwing his Luck, finding time, and he fires one incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. 3rd down here. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run for it. Anderson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cedric Thornton getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. In the backfield is Anderson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Locke. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Floyd, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And this one through the uprights and good. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He's back to throw. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. With it is Jackson. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now the Packers get set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One last shot now for Cousins. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.